Hello, good day, scholars, and welcome to this video. I'm sorry I'm not here with you to discuss this face-to-face. This is on the last lesson before your long test next week, and this is about introduction to limits. We will not have any quiz for this, but later after this video, you will have your worksheet for us to be able to discuss the targets, which are to give an informal definition of a limit. Second is for you guys to be able to find the limits graphically and numerically, and to understand what we call as one-sided limits graphically and numerically. So I hope you bear with me as we try to understand this. If you have any questions after this video, please do not hesitate to contact me via email or through my personal number. And I hope kahit wala ako, magawa ninyo ng mahusay at maintindihan ninyo ng mahusay kung paano nga gawin itong limits. Sa pag-aaral ng limits, ang una nating gagawin ay palalapitin natin ng palalapitin sa isang point yung value ng x. Or in other words, yung x natin, ipapa-approach natin ng ia-approach niya si A. And of course, when we have a line, so ito yung point natin, no? Ito yung point A natin, tapos nasa isang line siya, may dalawang pamamaraan. There are two ways to approach A. Can you guess how? I mean, along the x-axis, ha? Along the x-axis, you can approach A in two ways. Ano yun? First, pwede mo siyang i-approach from the left of A, di ba? Parang maglalakad ka from the left of A, or pwede ka rin mag-approach from the right of A. But regardless, I mean, you're still approaching A. Okay? So, tignan natin. Now, as your x approaches A, it is easy to see that in this particular function, your function f of x also approaches L. Pansin niyo? Di ba? Papunta din siya. So for example, if you're approaching from the left, ito yung way niya, no? Papunta siya ng ganyan. Okay, in particular hanggang dito. Okay, kasi kumbaga, di ba, ayan, i-project yung x point, magpo-project dyan, yung x point dito din, yung x point naman dito ulit. Ayan, ganyan yung pag-approach niya. So kunwari dito ay 1, kunwari lang, tas ito din ay 1, so tas ito ay 2, tas yan naman ay say 1.5, di ba? Ito ay 3, tas ito ay magiging si 2, and so on. Okay? So makikita natin eventually yung 1 mapupunta sa 1.5, mapupunta sa 2, mapupunta sa something, 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 hanggang sa mapunta na siya doon kay L. Nakuha ba natin? So, makikita natin dito, ganun din sa kaliwa, ha? So, kunwari, we're looking at this point. Ay, syempre dyan, putol na yung graph natin. Parang ganyan yung pag-approach niya. Okay? Ganyan naman yung pagpunta nila dyan. So, ito, mapupunta doon, ito, mapupunta dyan, ito, mapupunta doon. Tapos ganoon din from here, pag ganyan, ang pag ganyan, ang pag ganyan. Hanggang sa eventually, ang lalapitan na nga nila ay si N. In other words, your f of x also approaches L. Okay? And to write it in a mathematical expression or mathematical equation, makikita natin dito na pwede nating sabihin, ito yung definition ng ating limit. Ito yung informal or intuitive definition ng ating limit. That the limit of the function f of x as x approaches a is L or is equal to L. Okay, so let me write that into words para mas makita natin, no? Sige nga, sabay-sabay nating basahin. Oh, yung magsa-substitute sa inyo, i-check niya kung binasa nyo talaga, ha? Baka hindi nyo binasa. Okay, sabay-sabay tayo. The limit of f of x as x approaches a is L. Okay, isa pa. Ready, go. The limit of f of x as x approaches a is L. One last. The limit of f of x as x approaches a is L. So ganyan natin siya babasahin. At yan yung ibig niyang sabihin. Sinasabi niya na yung function pala natin, its behavior becomes Okay, parang something like its behavior shows that it approaches a certain number. Okay, may nararating siyang ganitong number, which is its limit. In this case, tinawag nating L. Okay, as the X values also approaches A. So here, let me be clear. We are not interested kung ano yung value na magiging result when X equals A. Okay, kumbaga, ano ba magiging result when X equals A? Wala lang, medyo wala tayong pake doon pag pinag-uusapan yung limit kasi we're not really interested at that point. What we're interested in is the behavior of the function as X approaches that point. And also, let me also give an emphasis on this, wala tayong masyadong pakialam doon sa anong nangyayari kay X. Kasi alam naman na natin kung ano yung mangyayari kay X. Alam natin na yung X mo, i-approach na yung A. Ang tanong na lang sa atin ay, anong magiging effect sa f of X? Nakuha ninyo? Anong magiging effect kay f of X habang yung X ina-approach yung A? Parang ganito, sipin ninyo, wala naman na akong pakialam sa X ko. Kasi yung X ko, sure ako, lalapitan niya si A. O, di ba? May lalapitan siyang taong iba. Pero ang tanong na lang sa sarili natin ay, tayo si f of X, ano naman ang epekto sa atin? O, di ba? Ganon. May effect pa ba? Parang ganon, di ba? May effect pa ba kung si X lalapit kay A? Di ba? Parang ganon. Okay, yun yung tanong. Okay, again, what we are interested in is ano yung effect doon sa function as your X changes. Okay, yun yung concern natin. Again, we're not interested kung ano yung mangyayari at that specific point. Ang gusto natin is habang nangyayari yun, habang papunta doon, may effect ba? Anong effect? Anong limit ang ina-approach niya? Parang ganun. Okay, ganun natin iisipin. Alright. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Now, I have mentioned kanina that as your X approaches A, okay, there are two ways to approach it. One could approach it this way. Diba? Tama, diba? Pwedeng pa ganyan. And it would result to pag ganito. Ayan, papunta din siya doon. Okay, and ang tawag natin dyan ay ito. The limit of f of X as X approaches A from the left, okay, is equal to L. And pag minsan kasi, interested lang tayo, what if the values comes from the left? Okay, may mga ganun. And again, to indicate that we're looking at values from the left, ayan, may superscript na negative. Superscript na yan ha, hindi yan minus. So please lang, yung iba kasing estudyante, pag nilagay mo ko na 3 from the left, ang iniisip nila, negative 3. Okay, mali yun, huwag ganun. Okay, pag sinabi natin 3 from the left, can you give me numbers that are from the left of 3? Can you give me numbers from the left of 3? Some would say na, Sir, 1, Sir, 2. It's okay, but these numbers are not really close enough. Okay? What you can think of or say is, Sir, 2.5, actually, medyo malayo pa rin ang 2.5, di ba? There would be infinitely many numbers pa, di ba? 2.75. You can choose 2.9, 2.99, siguro malapit-lapit na yun ang gusto. But not as far as 1 or 2, medyo malayo na yung mga yun. Okay? So again, that's how you do it. And of course, as we have seen kanina, di ba? Pwede rin naman siyang mag-approach from the right. And so analogously, I think, no, I hope by now, medyo gets nyo na, that there's also what we call as limit from the right. Okay, so yun yung tinatawag natin, the limit of f of X as X approaches from the right of A, okay, is L. Ayan, ganun. Pwede mo rin sabihin na ganun. Limit from the right, limit from the left. Okay, yung iba naman, left-hand limit, right-hand limit. And of course, dito pala, to give also an emphasis, syempre, di ba? Imbis na minus na yung naka-superscript dito, plus sign. Okay, so ganun din. Pag negative 1 from the right, huwag mo sasabihin sa akin, ay, positive 1. Hindi. O kaya negative 4 from the right, ay, siguro magpa-positive. Hindi, walang ganun. Okay? So, as in numbers from the right. So, ganun din, negative 1. I think 0 is quite far already from negative 1. Di ba? May mga numbers na in between. Negative 0.5, negative 0.9, etc. Okay, now let's continue. Let's go to some examples. So determine the following. So given this function, yung function on the right, and let's call it f of x, no? Let's determine what is the limit of f of x as x approaches 2 from the left. So tignan natin na this is 2. Okay? Ito yung 2 natin. So from the left of 2, nakikita natin the values go and go closer to what value? 4. And so the answer here is 4. Easy. Okay? Next, yung mga from the right of 2 naman, okay? So ito yung right of 2, no? Sa kanan ni 2, they are being represented or plotted in this manner. So let me use another pen siguro red. Ayan. Ito naman sila. Di ba? Papunta sila dyan. Ano dyan sila sa area na yan. Pero habang paganto siya, okay, makikita natin pababa naman din yung values dito. Ayan, paganyan sila. Okay, and papunta pa rin sila kay 4. And so the answer is 4. Okay, so the question here is, how does the function itself behave as x approaches 2? So siguro dito for now, masabi natin na, well, sir, in either case, whether you move from the left or you move from the right, you approach on either ways, on either method, we can see that it becomes, anong sagot natin? It approaches 4. Papunta sila kay 4. Okay. And yung f of 2 natin, on the other hand, what is the f of 2? Since if we look closer, sorry, medyo pangit yung ating nakuhang picture. If we look closer doon sa 4, makikita natin na, uy, open circle pala siya. So for now guys, tandaan, makinig muna kayo na open circle siya. Hindi siya nabura doon sa loob. Pero yun, open circle pala siya. Ibig sabihin, butas siya doon. And it is being reflected as 6. F of 2 is 6. Okay? Nandun siya sa taas. Yun yung tuldok niya. So in this particular example, this is a classic example na nakita natin na hindi porket 4 yung limit, yun na rin yung functional value. Ulitin ko ha, hindi porket yung functional value ay 6, yun na rin yung limit value. Magkaiba sila in this example. And it happens, I mean, kasi, again, gaya na sabi ko, wala tayong pakialam dun sa specific point na 2 when it comes to limit. Ang tinitignan natin, yung mga numbers papunta sa 2, ano yung pinupuntahan ng mga functional value nila? They are all approaching 4. They are not approaching 6 kasi if they approach 6, di sana ang nangyari, gumanyan sila tapos biglang gumanon. Di ba? Hindi naman eh. Lahat sila consistent na papunta dito kay 4. Okay? As they close and close the gap, papunta sila kay 4. But they don't go to 6 at all. Okay? Di ba? Papunta lang ng papunta sa 4. Kaya yun yung pan-behavior nila, yun yung limit nila, yun yung, end. If you would say parang end behavior, but not the end itself. Kasi yung ending na kay 6. Nakuha ninyo? Nagets ba yun? Okay, again, ulitin ko ha, papunta lang ng papunta. But we're not really interested. Kasi katulad nito, let's look at this example. Ayan. So, let us determine the following. Tignan ninyo to. Sige, try natin ha. Punta tayo kay 4. Madali lang din si 4. Identify natin ito si 4. Sagutin na natin. Dali lang. So 4 from the left, pupunta sila kay 4. Okay, ito yun, si 4. So 4 from the right, ito, di ba? Ito yung manggagaling sa 4 from the right. Ito yan sila. Okay, so 4 din. So ibig sabihin, masabi natin na 4 din yan. The function itself behaves na papunta kay 4. Although the functional, what is f of 4? F of 4, if kunwari may extra question dyan, what is f of 4? F of 4 is undefined. Okay, undefined. Okay, so ibig sabihin, wala, hindi siya defined, kaya nga undefined, kasi butas nga siya. Okay, let's try. How about for 2? Let's go to 2. In this particular example, hindi pa natin masabi agad. So let's try to evaluate muna. Okay? Saan papunta Okay? Dito tayo sa 2 ha. Guys, again, doon tayo sa, baka dito kayo kay 2 nakatingin. Mali yan. Okay, hindi dyan. Dito sa 2 kasi x approaches 2. Okay, doon tayo titingin. Alright, so x approaches 2. Now, if you are approaching 2 from the left, okay, if you're approaching 2 from the left, you see that the values actually approach negative 2. Papunta sila dito. Meanwhile, if you're approaching 2 from the right, papunta sila dito. Dito, papunta sa negative 2. Ayan yun, negative 2. Dito, papunta sila kay 0. Okay, so ang tanong ko, the function itself, saan siya papunta? Kasi dito, pwede natin i-conclude, di ba? Okay, let me just write that as a conclusion. Ang limit ng f of x as x approaches 2 from the left ay negative 2. Na sila kay negative 2. Tapos, yung limit ng f of x naman as x approaches 2 from the right, yun naman yung magpunta ng 0. So, tingnan ninyo, yung kaliwa papunta sa negative 2, yung kanan papunta sa 0. So, ano yung limit, okay, ng mismong function? Saan papunta ngayon yung mismong function? Any ideas? What is the limit? Sige nga, isipin nyo for 10 seconds. Again, while you're thinking, ayun ha, pag papunta sila sa 2 from the left, pupunta sila sa negative 2. Pero pag 2 from the right, kay 0. So, saan siya pupunta? Ano kaya ang limit niya? Ang limit niya would be, well, wala. Wala siyang pupuntahan, right? Walang matinong pupuntahan yung function. Hindi pwedeng dala-dalawa yung pinupuntahan niya. Okay? At ang sagot natin dyan, the limit does not exist. Wala. Hindi nag-i-exist yung limit niya. Okay? Kasi hindi nag-agree yung from the left and from the right. And so, also, by observation, okay, itry natin i-observe ngayon si 0. Ano ang pinupuntahan kapag, nung function, kapag yung x mo papunta kay 0? Sige nga. Pag yung x mo papunta dito kay 0, saan pupunta yung function? Dito, magpaganyan siya sa kaliwa ni 0, pero dito, paganyan siya. Okay? So magkaiba, right? So ibig sabihin, the limit of f of x as x approaches 0 does not exist. Okay? Nakuha niyo ba yun? Kasi magkaiba sila ng pinupuntahan. Yung isa papunta kay 0, yung isa papunta kay positive 2. Tsaka pala kapag limit yung nawawala, does not exist ha, pag functional value ang term natin undefined. O magkaiba yun. And as a theorem, okay, sabihin ko na ito, part na theorem natin, hindi na natin ito prove, pero the limit of a function as x approaches a specific number, let's call it as L. The limit of a function f of x is L as x approaches a, if and only if the limit from the left is equal to the limit from the right. At say, tawagin natin silang L. Okay, so gets? Basta, kailangan nyo lang ipakita, pareho ba yung limit from the left, limit from the right? If yes, then the limit of the function itself is existing and it is also L. Otherwise, since if and only if to, di ba? Naalala nyo yung if and only if kay Ma'am Sol, ayan, grade 10. Pag hindi totoo yung isa, hindi rin magiging totoo yung isa. So parang ganun, if the limit are not equal, hindi equal yung left, yung limit from the left and limit from the right, hindi equal, ibig sabihin yung limit in the first place does not exist. Kaya kanina nakita natin, dun sa mga examples nga natin, they do not exist. Kasi for example nga dito, di ba? Ang limit doon sa 0, ayan. From the left of 0, magpunta sila lahat kay 0. Dito. Pero limit from the right of 0, nagpupunta sila lahat kay 2. So those two are not equal and therefore, the limit does not exist. Alright, so I hope nakita natin how to take the limits graphically, how to answer them, how to locate them on your worksheet na ibibigay sa inyo for the rest of the time na gagawin ninyo. Please use your scientific calculator to evaluate. Ang gagawin ninyo, titignan ninyo yung function ninyo, titignan ninyo yung functional values on those points na nilagay ko. Please be careful with using your cycle, specifically in using the parentheses. Naku, Sana walang magkamali, hindi nagpa-parentheses. Naku, papaluin ko. Joke lang. Ayan. So, ayun na lang. So, gamitin niyo yung cycle, tapos i-investigate ninyo yung mga function. As they approach a specific number written on those worksheets, ano kayo nangyayari from the left? Ano kayo nangyayari from the right? And then evaluate ninyo, make conclusions, and please use proper notations. Ayun lang. Thank you so much, and I hope may natutunan kayo sa lesson na ito. Bye! See you!